So this time we will going to learn very important trigger flow in which we will be creating a follow-up case. Creating case is another important task for admins. Like sometimes your superior wants to create follow-up task, emails, cases, and as we have already done with task and emails, then now we will be working on cases. So today's requirement will be like whenever a person or company, whenever an account becomes our customer, and then a follow-up case shall be created with a specific record type and with specific team should be handling that case, and with some specific paths and some important other things, like and later on when this case will be created, we have to like before this case creation, along with the creation of record types, like two different fields that was created by me. Uh, I'll show later. But before that, when all these things will be done, we need to create a record type. We need to create a team like queue in Salesforce. We have a queue to create teams to add case, and we will create two fields, and these are the most important things. And after this creation, so we will create a flow, and after flow creation, when the flow will be creating case according to the given condition or the requirement, whenever the flow will be triggered. So after that, the user will have the screen flow to which, because it will be a follow-up task, so the user will use a screen flow. He will click some button on the screen, and where he will just after clicking, he will be having the screen flow where he will be talking to the customer that is defined by the company, like how he needs to configure with the customer, like with the installation dates, and when the customer wants to get the things installed and everything, like there will be a conversation between the customer and the user and the salesperson, so that should be noted down already so that the salesperson shall have some shall do not face some difficulty and will go through A's. And okay, let me show you things. It is getting late in the explanations. So this is we have our org. Okay, so finally, so we asked our CEO who wants that whenever the account becomes our customer, we asked them like when it is the time when the account becomes our customer. They said that whenever the opportunity is on that specific account closed to one, actually to close to one, and select this step close to one, and say whenever opportunity becomes close to one, and then the account becomes our customer. So that is the thing. And the second important most important thing in the requirement was that the first thing, he becomes our customer, and the second thing is the opportunity contains three important products. Like if the opportunity contains like product, if the three important products installations, if the installation is high, product is a high installation, then create high case. Then if low, then create low priority case. If medium, low priority low priority case, a low medium priority case. And the same will goes to high priority case, will be handling the high priority team, and low and medium will be handling the low and medium handling cases team, queues like. So just closing this, and then again the thing goes for, okay fine, I have just created some record types. So these two record types I've created, so we will be working with installation record type. So whenever that things will get fulfilled, create this installation case. And then I've created fields too. I've created two fields, so that will be the installation. Okay fine, installation date and installation schedule date. So it is installation schedule date, like installation date when so these are two different days. So when the case will be created, our salesperson will be talking to the customer using that for specific scene flow that will be creating in another video, because this is going to be a very large video in case of just creating a record trigger flow. So we just need to create a case of three kinds, different kinds in this flow. So installation date is when that particular product will get installed, and this installation schedule date is when initially our salesperson called to the customer that okay, this date, at this date your product will get installed. So that is that date. Okay, coming to the flow. So what we will do, let me show you the product, let me show you the opportunity. So we have decided whenever opportunity is updated and the stage name is closed on, we want to create only first time, like not every time it is like closed on. We just want only once, and actions and related cases to work on different records and object records. Done. And first we will get the products, like we need to work on products over every requirement. Our case requirement is just standing on this thing or product, like according to product create cases. So fine, so we will get all as like the products in the opportunity is called opportunity line item. So the API name, but the label is opportunity product. So get the product whose opportunity ID is the record, whose we just trigger the record and get all the records and done. So we have a collection now. We will filter our collection because we just want some specific products. So we are using product code, like either the product code is this, either this or this. Just fill, just we want these products from our recent collection. Okay, so now we have a filterized collection. Okay, just skip for these three elements for now, and we have a collection and we will iterate over that collection. Okay, so for we will take the decision if the current item from the collection product is equals to this code, and equals to this code, that it is a high, and equal if it is equals to this, it will be medium, equals to this, it will be low. So if this is a high, then we are creating a high priority case and assigning it to some variable. Then later on we will be creating, and like account ID will be, or will be the, okay, so in this we are not created the priority will be high. Fine. So uh, priority will be the subject, description, case reason, status, case reason, record type, and owner ID. So I will tell you where I am getting this record ID and owner ID of the queue. Owner ID like queue ID, and record ID will be from the record installation record ID that we will be needing. So done. So after just assigning values to a new case, we are adding this new case to this new case collection variable, and done. So after this, if this is medium, then we are creating this and assign, and again adding this to this collection, and again adding to this collection. If this is medium, if this is low, and adding to this collection. So after all the things get sorted, we are creating at once the records from this collection only, and then done. So we will be we were getting the record IDs and the queue IDs that are here. So for to get the record ID, we have just get the record where, okay, where the as object type was case. So we want the record ID from case object where developer name is equal to installation. Okay, so I have put these true. Either of these two things will be enough, but I have just put these two just to explain, like we can just put the ID or we can have just developer name. Either will be the either of these will be, either one of these will be enough. So we just want one record, and then so we have the record ID. Now we need to get the queues. So we created queues, I have not shown you, but yeah, just I'm just telling, like we created two queues where one queue will be handling the high priority cases and the other queue will be handling the medium and low priority cases. So to get that so to get those queues, we just have used the developer name is this, for high priority only the first record, and likewise get medium priority. And from using these IDs, we are using record types and queue IDs, we are using them in here. And that's all for now. So this was our record trigger flow, and whenever some account becomes our customer, and that is when opportunity reached to some closed one, and their products will be installation high, medium, or low, and accordingly we will be creating over high, medium, or low cases, and that will be handling medium cases in some specific record time, having some specific two important fields that we have added, and they will be handled by some specific teams. So that was a requirement we have fulfilled here, and that's all for now. Meeting you in the next session. Thank you for now.